Where are you going, Holmes? Have you been invited somewhere?
We have been invited, Watson.
We have? Where to?
To the Baker Street Irregulars' annual dinner. They sent us an invitation. It is on the table.
A dinner? How could those street urchins afford anything like that? I can't understand your interest in them, Holmes. They're dirty. They wouldn't hesitate to steal your wallet.
Watson, you should be excited. It is a secret dinner. Its location changes every year. Read the menu. Sounds mouth-watering.
All right. We, the secret police of Baker Street, invite you, Sherlock Holmes, and Dr. Watson to our annual dinner. Menu, entree, frozen rat head salad. Is this a joke?
Not at all. Pray continue.
Main course, sow's udder in Danny Nutcracker's way. Sounds disgusting, Holmes. Hedgehog goulash. Street turnips in homemade juice. And it goes on.
I can hear them on the stairs now.
Oh, we can't go there. We can't eat that.
Watson, you'll hurt the feelings of those poor children. We have to go.
Oh, Mr. Holmes.
It is fine, Mrs. Hudson.
Mr. Holmes!
Wiggins, Dr. Watson is getting ready. He will be delighted to join us. You don't look well, my young man. Is there something wrong? Don't tell me the dinner is cancelled.
Mr. Holmes, it's my brother Leighton. He's in a prison cell. They say he's killed 2 men. You have to help us, Mr. Holmes, because I know he didn't do it.
Where is he now?
From what I've heard, they took him to the yard, and they gave him a good beating already. You know what they're like. They'll hang him. They won't look any further.
Holmes, we have to help him.
Well, and forget about the dinner. Wiggins, I'll take the case.
You're fantastic, Mr. Holmes. I'll be waiting for you at the crime scene. You'll be there, right? It's on Half Moon Street in Whitechapel.
Very well.
뭐야? 경찰서부터 갔어야 되나?
Please, gentlemen, leave the scene now. Oh, Mr. Holmes, is that you?
Good evening, Constable...
Constable Marrow. I was here with Inspector Aberline during the Ripper case, Mr. Holmes, back in '88. But then this is nothing like that case. With this one, we've got the murderer, the weapon, and the statements, which speak for themselves.
Of course, Marrow. But you know that appearances can sometimes be deceiving. Who were the victims?
The 2 men here, both shot. The stabbed fellow was Brian Vercotti, a well-known ruffian. The other, Kenneth Butler, a jeweller by trade.
You spoke of statements. You have witnesses?
Well, I was there, so I gave my own statement. And then there were 2 other witnesses who said they saw the killer Chapman. Mr. Turner, a gentleman who lives in that flat over there. And Polly Powell, a flower seller, who was over at the far side of the street.
So, Constable Marrow, I should be delighted to hear your testimony.
I was standing at the north side of Half Moon Street. That was the side that you came from.
But you would have been unable to observe this part of the street, where we are standing now.
That is correct. But I saw the 2 victims slowly enter Half Moon Street, and then shortly after, the fireworks started. A few minutes after that, the fellow Chapman rushed towards me and ran into Half Moon Street.
Please continue.
I didn't pay attention, but suddenly I heard a woman's cries and police whistles on the other side of Half Moon Street. I rushed over there and I saw the 2 dead bodies on the ground. When I reached Whitechapel Street, I saw Leighton Chapman. He'd been caught by 2 police constables.
Did you hear the shots?
I didn't hear any shots. The fireworks were all over the sky. They were so loud I couldn't hear anything else.
What were the fireworks in honour of, Constable?
Well, today's Queen Victoria's birthday, Mr. Holmes.
Ah, yes, I appear to have lost track of the days. It is May now, of course. Constable Marrow, what else caught your attention while you were running through Half Moon Street?
I saw nothing but rats, and I took the time to light every corner with my lamp.
Did you happen to look up at Mr. Turner's window when you were on Half Moon Street at that time?
Yes, I saw that the window was open, but no one was there. It was dark in the room.
Constable, your statements have been of great value to me.
그냥 사람 죽었고 뭐 총성도 안 울렸고. 터너.
Good evening, Mr. Turner.
I heard Constable Marrow reply to you as Mr. Holmes. Are you that detective gentleman? I've heard of you. And, well, I know things about this evening.
Excellent. Might we hear your story?
너를 일단은 터너 씨, 당신을 확인을 해봐야 되겠습니다. 어떤 사람인지. 기념패, 방한모, 크림 전쟁, 참전 용사. 단추가 없네? 빈곤한 삶. 절름발이.
Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
I was already in bed when the fireworks started. A few moments after, I clearly heard 2 gunshots from outside.
Please continue.
I quickly got up and I grabbed the lamp from my nightstand and I rushed towards the window. I looked down and I saw 2 bodies. And there was a man with a gun who was standing nearby.
Where exactly?
Well, near this body.
Did he notice you?
I don't think so. He rushed towards Whitechapel Street without looking around.
Mr. Turner, did you see anyone else in the street?
No, I saw no one but that man, the murderer, the fellow they caught.
Were the 2 shots you heard consecutive?
Yes, there was a very short pause between them, and they sounded different somehow. It seemed to me that the second shot was louder than the first.
That is an interesting comment.
소리가 달랐다.
Mr. Turner, what were your actions after you stepped up to the window?
I was afraid that the man with a gun might return, so I stayed close to the window till I saw the policeman coming in the Half Moon from Whitechapel. Then I walked out to tell them everything I saw.
You have helped us a great deal, Mr. Turner.
창가에서 없었다 않겠나? 깜깜하게 불은 안 켜고. Holy power.
Mrs. Powell?
What do you want?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the crime that took place this evening.
Well, I've already gave my testimony, but very well.
Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
Yes. I was selling my flowers as usual, and then the fireworks began, in honour of Queen Victoria. I enjoyed those. But then, all of a sudden, a young lad ran out of Half Moon Street and stopped just by me. He had a gun in his hand. He was like a ghost, and all covered in blood. It was dark, but I could see him, because of the flashes from the fireworks.
And then?
I screamed as loud as I could. I knew that a policeman should be on duty in the vicinity. He had no time to escape. 2 constables got him. Then another constable came out from the very same street, and I heard him talking of a horrible murder.
총 들고 있었다고?
Mrs. Powell, did you hear the gunshots?
I'm not sure. You know, what with the fireworks?
Did you see anyone else leaving Half Moon Street, prior to or at the time of the crime?
No, sir, I did not. Even with all the fireworks, I was very attentive, as I'm always on the lookout for customers.
My thanks to you, Mrs. Powell.
절름발이라.
I'll do anything to save my brother, Mr. Holmes.
I'm so glad that the murderer has been caught.
조사를 해야 되는구만.
He tried to stop the bleeding with his hand. Death was not instant. The bullet penetrated his stomach, a dreadful wound. A tattoo from Westgate Prison. Vercotti must have done some time there. Brian Vercotti suffered greatly. What a terrible way to die. The bullet struck his head. This man didn't stand a chance.
나무 조각?
A piece of wood that has stuck between the cobblestones. Let us take a closer look.
뭐냐 이거?
This shard of wood is quite new.
열쇠?
This is an ordinary key. I wonder what kind of door it opens.
작은 열쇠라. 불 꺼진 창가에서 봤다고? 토는 경찰이 도착할 때까지 연립주택 창가에 있었다. 진술했다. 하지만 매로겐가 진술에 따른 창가에는 아무도 없었다. 두 명의 피해자. 이거 서로 아니네. 자, 경찰. 그래. 확인해야지. 경찰 말하고 다르니까.
Mr. Turner, you have stated that you remained close by your window after the crime. Is that correct?
Oh, yes, Mr. Holmes. I stayed at my window until the policeman arrived to examine the dead bodies.
셜록 홈즈입니다. 추리를 해서 문제를 풀려고 하는 거죠.
That is very interesting, Mr. Turner. Constable Marrow stated that he did not see anyone at the window when he was running through Half Moon Street.
Well, I think Constable Marrow and me, we might have been distracted by the whistles and shouts coming from Whitechapel. We could have missed each other somehow. You understand what I mean? It was a bit of a stressful moment, to tell you the truth, sir.
Allow me to form my own theories, Mr. Turner. Would you mind showing me the view that you had from your window?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes. Please, follow me.
Mr. Turner appears to live very modestly.
잠깐만요. 오케이. 벽난로.
This fire is dying out. It was last tended to over an hour ago.
종이 뭉치?
The papers are almost entirely burned. I am unable to see what's written here. These words are illegible. The papers were thrown into the fire just a short while ago.
조금 전에 나무도 있었는데. 그러니까 절름거리시는 분이 바로 일어나서 창가로 가가지고 확인을 했다?
This kitchen knife is quite sharp.
자네?
There are pieces of shredded paper scattered over the table. This kitchen knife was used to cut the paper.
지팡이. 어!
A perfect match.
밑에 있었는데?
Mr. Turner broke his stick when it became stuck between the cobblestones. He did not mention that he was so near to the victims.
어떻게 된 거지?
The books on this shelf are in a mess. It looks as though Mr. Turner was trying to find something in a hurry here a short while ago.
뭔가 이상해, 이 아저씨.
Anything else you would like to know, Mr. Holmes?
있어 보시오.
So, that's the view Mr. Turner had when he opened the window. The dead body of Kenneth Butler. Brian Vercotti's contorted corpse. Mr. Turner had a perfect view of the crime scene. He saw the bodies clearly, and Leighton Chapman standing over them.
경찰이 봤을 때는 여기 아무도 안 서 있다고 했는데 깜깜하고 불도 없었고. 야, 여기 침대가 여기다.
Mr. Turner was roused from his bed by the sound of gunshots.
잠깐만요. 아니 근데 절름거리는데 저쪽 창가까지 그렇게 빨리 갈 수 있다고? 말이 안 되는 거였네. 보자. 응? 뭐지? 1. 총소리가 나서 침대에서 일어나가지고 어? 어? 잠깐 이상한데? 시체 근처로 가서? 초기야 잠깐만. 이게 일본인가? 무언가를 집어들어서 아 이거 아니다. 잠깐 저게 침대에서 일어나서 창문을 열었고 아래를 내려다보니까 뭐가 있어서 시체 근처로 갔다가 이게 부러진 지팡이를 놔두고 칼로 무언가를 자르고 이런 거 같은데? 지팡이 여기 있었고 탁 가가지고 문을 열고 봤다. 보고 졸라 내려가가지고 확인을 하고 근데 이때 끼어가지고 부러지고 올라와서 여기 놔두고 뭔가를 책을 자른 다음에 불가에
So Mr. Turner used a book to hide an object that he found on Kenneth Butler's body. The question is, what did he find?
시체에서 책 기름때
I can see prints from greasy fingers upon the cover of this book. Let us take a closer look. Well now, what a find! A precious jewel, concealed inside a book.
그냥 훔친 건가?
A bracelet with a unique ram's head design, a distinctive feature of ancient Grecian artifacts, probably of the Hellenistic era.
뭐죠? 이건 뭡니까, 아저씨?
Mr. Turner, how would it be possible for a man of advanced years, such as yourself, to rush from his bed to the window in a matter of seconds, as you have stated?
Well, I'm able to move very quickly, despite my age. And when the situation requires it, Mr. Holmes.
I highly doubt that, Mr. Turner. I observe that you suffer a severe limp due to your injured right leg. It would have taken at least 10 seconds for you to approach the
10초 더
window.
걸렸겠다.
That means you could have easily missed something or someone in Half Moon Street during that time.
You're right, Mr. Holmes. I could have missed something. But it did seem to me that everything happened so quickly. Time can pull tricks on you.
And what of everything else that you told us? Mr. Turner, it is vital that we have your complete and true statement.
Mr. Holmes, I do assure you that the other things I said were most sincere.
골드폰 팔찌.
Mr. Turner, you were not sincere with me. Not then and not now.
But Mr. Holmes...
This, Mr. Turner, does not look like anything that a poor man might possess. It is worth more than the home that you live in.
그렇게 비싼
I can
건가?
explain.
No, merely correct me if I am wrong. You saw Leighton Chapman through the window, but you also noticed a glittering object on the ground, this precious jewel. You walked down and took the bracelet from the body of Kenneth Butler, and when you heard the whistles, you hurried away. That broke your walking stick. It caught fast between the cobbles. Constable Marrow was unable to see you in the window, as you were climbing up the stairs on your way back to your flat. Upon returning home, you hid the precious jewel inside a book.
Mr. Holmes, please don't send me to prison. I didn't do anything bad. I'm just a poor man. When I chanced upon the bracelet, I saw it as an opportunity to make a little money. I was desperate. I only took the bracelet, that's all, I swear.
You made a mistake by lying to me. But you are not a criminal. I believe that. Although I must return this bracelet to its rightful owner.
팔찌? 서재를 확인하라고? 팔찌. 일단 집에 가자. 빨리 집에 가서 경찰서를 가야 돼. 팔찌. 보고서. 백과사전. 이거 희귀, 오케이. 전시된 희귀 보석류는 그리스 시대의 보물을 대표하는 미술품이다. 팔찌와 목걸이, 반지에는 각각 5개의 사냥머리가 표사되어 있으며 모든 작품은 순금으로 만들어졌다. 팔찌, 목걸이, 반지 3개네. 박물관에 전시된 미텔렌의 5 사냥은 1885년에 도난당했다. 도난당이고.
Here it is. I need to continue my research in my archives.
야, 도난당한 걸 그거를 그냥 차고 다녔어? 이건가? 위험한 도둑이로군. 어제 저녁 대형 박물관에서 글래스퍼드 미술 전시회로 수송 중이던 그리스 시대의 보물들을 도난당하는 사건이 발생했다. 케네스 버틀러는 역사적인 미술품을 자신이 경영하는 처치가의 전당포에 판매하려 했던 사람이 있었다는 사실을 런던 경찰국에 제보했다. 경찰은 항구를 통해 런던을 빠져나가려던 빈센트 폴리라는 도둑을 검거했다. 그리스 시대의 보물을 운송하던 마부가 그의 얼굴을 확인했다. 수감 중인 빈센트 폴리는 나머지 보물들을 어디에 숨겨뒀는지는 털어놓지 않고 있다. 경찰은 현재까지도 보물을 수색하는 중이다. 케네스 버틀러가 자기 전당포에 판매해준 사람이 있다는 제보했다고.
Here it is.
케네스 버틀러.
One of the victims, Kenneth Butler, was involved in the story of the stolen Hellenistic treasures. A visit to his pawn shop should tell me more.
전당포. 일단 야, 경찰을 가야 되겠다.
Mr. Holmes, whatever brings you here so late at
친구의
night?
누명을 벗기로 왔어.
I'm interested in the case of young Leighton Chapman. He was arrested earlier this evening and accused of a double murder.
I beg your pardon? That case is quite clear to the police. Or are there any new facts that we don't know about?
Who knows, Inspector?
Look, you are free to investigate, of course, Mr. Holmes. Chapman was arrested with a revolver in his possession, which you can find in the evidence room. The suspect himself is in custody.
Did you find anything else on his person?
A few personal belongings. Nothing particular, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you, Lestrade.
봅시다. 일단 소지품. 총.
So this is the gun that Leighton was holding when he was caught by the police. It is a Webley revolver, a reliable weapon. It seems as though the shells were not removed from the cylinder.
탄피. 오, 여기 맞네. 두 발.
2 out of the 6 shells have been fired. There were 2 shots. These cigarettes are filled with cheap tobacco. Nothing interesting. A cheap watch, bought with his own money, no doubt.
오케이. 신문을 한번 해볼까?
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Good evening, Mr. Chapman.
Who are you? I've got nothing to say. It's all a mistake.
뭐야 이
Calm
칼자국은.
down, Leighton. I have come here to help you. To find out if you truly are innocent, as your younger brother Wiggins has told me.
My brother? You know him? Then that means you're...
Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, blimey. All right, Mr. Holmes. I'll tell you everything.
어떻게 된 거냐? 일단 진짜 한번 확인을 해봐야지. 눈 왜 이렇게 팅팅 부었어? 길거리 출신. 이거 그거 아이가? 뭔가 아이가? 경찰한테 맞았지 참. 사무실 직원이야? 그 죽은 놈과 똑같은 그 무신이 있네?
Good. Tell me your account of what happened.
I left my work and I hurried up to see the fireworks in Whitechapel. I was late, so I decided to cut through Half Moon Street. I saw the first fireworks light up in the sky. I bumped into a constable on a corner before entering Half Moon. Then suddenly, what with all the firework flare, I saw 2 men. They were both lying flat in the middle of the street. I stopped where I was.
총은
I thought
뭐야?
about turning back to the police, but as I was thinking of that, I saw a third person. He was leaning over the body that was furthest from me. The second I saw him, he raised his head, and he stared at me. In a flash, I saw his gun, but he made a dash for it instead, and he escaped through Whitechapel Street.
근데
So you might still have had time to return to the constable. I panicked. I didn't know what to do. Anyway, I approached the bodies just to see if they were still alive. I saw that one had blood pumping out of his stomach. He was dying. It was horrible. The second one was already dead. He had a hole in his head. He was holding a gun in his hand, though. I took it. And then I followed the third man.
아, 그 총은 이 사람
Interesting.
총이다.
Pray, continue.
I turned a corner, and I saw the man standing in the middle of the street. He seemed to be in some sort of panic. And then, Mr. Holmes, something strange happened. I told the police and they laughed at what I said, but I swear to you, my words are true. I started running towards him. But then I was blinded by a flash. It was so bright that I hardly saw anything for a good dozen seconds. But I kept running forward. As I arrived in Whitechapel, I heard a woman screaming. And then I was caught by the police. But there wasn't a trace of that man. Of course, then they found a gun and all that blood. I couldn't see the murderer escaping and all that mess. Perhaps I was still half-blinded at that moment.
A thrilling account, my young man.
불빛?
Leighton, are you able to describe the person whom you saw standing in Half Moon Street?
Well, I wasn't able to see his face at all. It was too dark, and he was too far away. I could see his silhouette.
And what about that?
Nothing so special. He was wearing a jacket. He was quite average in size and his weight.
I see. Was there anything else that struck you at the time?
No. But perhaps it's strange, but I can't remember the sound of his footsteps as he was running away. Perhaps it was because of the fireworks or the surprise of me seeing him.
Leighton, I confess I am puzzled. Why should a young lad like you take a gun from the hands of a dead man and set off in pursuit of a probable killer?
그러니까.
I know. I keep wondering that, but at the time it was like a reflex. A criminal ought to be arrested. And he was armed.
You were willing to risk your life. That was a little foolish, unless you wanted revenge.
No, Mr. Holmes. I was just being brave and stupid.
같은 문신?
I'm sure that you were, but I believe that you may have recognized one of the victims, Brian Vercotti. You knew that gentleman well, did you not?
However could you know that?
무시.
You have a typical tattoo of the Westgate Brotherhood upon your hand. I observed exactly the same mark upon Mr. Vercotti. You came to know him from your sharing a past prison sentence. Am I correct, Mr. Chapman?
God. You're right, Mr. Holmes.
니마 말한대요. 다 말한다며. 씨, 이 새끼 다
Would
말하기로
you tell me a
해놓고.
little about Brian Vercotti?
We were convicted for a robbery. Once in prison, both of us joined one of these fraternities. During that year, we tried to help each other out, you know?
You were quite young then, I believe.
Yes, Mr. Holmes, we were. We'd only stolen a pound of meat. After we were released, and when I saw what my little brother had become, I decided to work towards living an honest life.
And Vercotti?
He had a hard time. His sister had died in a Whitechapel dispensary while he was in prison. He had no family anymore. Our paths split. He fell back into crime.
So you lost him?
Yes. And for around 2 years, I heard no news of him at all.
We shall see you soon, young man.
그렇게 됐다. 그러면 아닌가? 두 명의 피해자. 절도 혐의는 없다. 이거하고 이게 아니라고. 오래된 친분. 아닌가? 토너는 총성이 2차례 들렸다고 지시했지만 실제로는 3발에 첫 번째 탄의 발산 직후 2개의 권총에서 동시에 탄의 발산 그렇게 들렸던 것이다. 터너는 2차례 총성이 서로 다르게 들렸다고 지시했는데 이는 사격 지점이 달랐을 경우에 발생될 수 있는 상황이다. 이건 좀 할 수 없잖아 지금. 열쇠 골동품 전당포로 가봅시다. 저 열쇠가 전당포 열쇠겠지? 전당포 어디였지? 전당포. 응?
Mr. Butler's key matches the lock perfectly.
맞네. 선반.
crampons, and a sharp ice axe would only be brought here by a mountaineer. A flare pistol. Perhaps it was pawned by a destitute sailor.
조명탄? 조명탄? 그럼 뭐 눈이 멀었다는 게 그게 되는데. 목걸이. 그거 아이가?
The ram's heads. This necklace belongs to the 5 rams of Mittelin collection.
아니 훔친 거.
Interesting. That means that Kenneth Butler owned a part of this collection all this time, 10 years after the theft.
케니스에게 내게 수량 머리가 새겨진 고대 그리스의 순금 장신구가 3점이나 있다고 그랬잖나. 혹시 아직도 가지고 있나? 어떤 녀석이 그걸 애타게 찾고 있다는 소식을 전해주려고 이렇게 편지를 쓴다네. 현찰로 두둑히 준비해뒀다고 그러더구만. 물주 녀석과의 만남을 주선해줄 테니 내 몫으로 조금만 떼어주게나. 일요일 저녁 불꽃놀이가 시작하기 전에 대려본과 맞닿은 하프문 거리에서 기다리려고 하겠네. 브라이언 베르코티. 거래를 하러 갔다가 죽은
It
것
looks as though
같은데?
Mr. Butler kept a careful record of his operations.
저거 조명탄. 이게 다른 거리인가? 같이 가는 거 맞아요? 왜 없죠? 아, 이거는 그거네. 살인 현장이네.
What's up with you, lad? What are you waiting for?
I'm waiting for my brother to be released.
Your brother?
The one that you caught, beat up and imprisoned.
Ah, the murderer.
He ain't killed no one, copper.
Watch your mouth, lad, else you'll be joining that worthless brother of yours.
Mr. Holmes, did you see my brother at Scotland Yard? Is he all right?
하하. 뭐지? 동시격발? 레이튼 체프먼이 진술했던 절차에 불명의 남자와 자신의 죄를 덮으려고 창조한 가상의 인물에 불과하다? 어? 케니스 버틀러. 하프문 거리 살인사건은 도안당한 그리스 시대의 보물들 사이에 둔 다툼으로 인해 벌어진 소동. 팔찌는 현장을 지켜보는 터너가 챙겼던 것으로 밝혀졌지만 반지는 행방에 묘연하다. 목걸이는 거기 있었고 팔찌는 가지고 있었는데 저 아저씨가 챙겨 가버렸고 반지가 남았는데 뭐지? 절도 혐의 없음? 레이튼 챕먼의 원한? 뭐가 이상한데? 뭐지? 뭐냐? 아, 이거 이렇게가 안 된다. 이렇게 추리를 해서는 되지. 해결하라고? 가만있어 봐. 전당포 다시 가. 연결을 잘못하면 이렇게 되나? 아이씨하고 얘기되나? 술집에는? 또 알고? 이거 뭐야 그러면? 한벽 등반기구.
Crampons and a sharp ice axe would only be brought here by a mountaineer.
반지?
A flare pistol. Perhaps it was pawned by a destitute sailor.
한 발 또 없네? 더 뭐 없나? 목격자들의 진술. 에이튼의 진술. 시체소에서 권총 들고 정체불명 남성을 쫓았지만 갑작스런 불빛의 그릇을 놓쳤다. 뭐가 이게 부족한데? 이상한데? 단서가 부족한데 벌써 씨 마감이 떠버리나 이. 아 이것도 아니지. 이건 다 받는 거고. 그냥 전마가 한 거 뭐 한 건가? 근데 아무 시야 무슨 이유가 있어야 될 거 아니야. 하고 전당포에서 시체 있나?
Tell old Wiggins that I'll be fine.
뭐야? 발견을 못했는데. 잠깐, 씨. 평범한 외투, 평범한 몸집, 평범한 외양. 발소리가 들리지 않았다. 그럼 그 근처라는 건가? 다시 가. 도망가는 발소리가 안 들렸으면 그 근처에 있다는 건가?
Why are you looking at me all the time like that?
I'm just watching you, lad. I never know what to expect from people like you.
People like me?
Yes, street beggars and thieves.
I ain't a thief.
Oh, no? Then where did you get whatever it is that you're gnawing on? I very much doubt that you bought it.
What ain't seen can't hardly be stolen.
경찰이
It would be
이상한가?
my pleasure to assist you with your investigation, Mr. Holmes.
아닌데.
Mr. Holmes, did you see my brother at Scotland Yard? Is he alright?
오호, 잠깐만. 또 방이 있나? 혹시?
That's why it's better to stay at home at night.
뭘 내가 놓친 거야? 이거 아닌가? 야, 이거 무슨 단독주택이냐?
This mirror is turned towards Half Moon Street.
거울에 빛 반사?
Such a young man. and already a murderer.
거울. 아, 뭐 더 없습니까?
Locked. Locked.
호호. 뭐지? 이거 못 가지? 일로도 못 가고 이쪽도 못 가죠.
Locked. Locked. Locked.
다 왜 문이 잠겼냐?
Locked.
채플. 아, 이쪽을 거리로 나왔는데 눈이 부셔가지고
I suppose that I shall have to move my stool now.
It would be my pleasure to assist you with your investigation, Mr. Holmes.
A fairly long pole with a forked end. A fairly long pole with a forked end.
뭐지?
Locked.
마차인데 우리 마차잖아.
Locked. Locked.
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
허허. 케니스. 베르코티가 케니스가 가지고 있는 장신구 4점 이거를 물주 녀석하고 주선할 테니까 반지 뭘 안 봤나 내가? 다 본 것 같은데. 아닌데 다 봤는데 이 초록색 뜬 거는 다 본 건데. 장대. 뭐가 빠진 거냐? 뭐가 말도 안 걸어지고 이제. 오늘 이걸 끝내고 싶어서 궁금해서 잠을 잘 수가 없네. 아, 이게 뭔가 빠졌는데. 아, 미친. 말도 안 걸어지고. 어? 뭐지? 요주의 인물? 물건? 계산대도 초록색 떴고 조명탄. 아, 씨. 미치겠네. 사람을 한 명 더 봐야 될 것 같은데. 발견 못했다고? 아, 미치고 발작 딜. 나의 한계 안돼. 난 셜록 홈즈야. 찾아내야 된다. 그 누군가를. 그 위는 뭡니까?
Mr. Holmes?
아무것도 아닌가?
Mr. Holmes, what is the trouble with that lad? Isn't he guilty of murder?
아니, 그거 누워 있는데?
Tell old Wiggins that I'll be fine.
아, 얘하고 말도 안 돼. 볼 거 다 봤지. 아, 이거 녹색도 떴고. 동시격발. 아닌데. 개인적 원한. 아이씨. 그냥 둘이 친해가지고 그냥 가를 울고 먹으려고 그런 건가? 와 미치겠다 진짜. 나오는 건 없고. 어? 다시? 아, 그거를 눌렀어야 되네. 오. 내가 그거를 단서를 선택을 안 해가지고 안 뜬 거구나. 사건을 재구성. 그럼 서로 총구를 거녔으면 총이 하나 더 있어야 되는데.
Wiggins, my lad, what are you doing here? You'd best be leaving and be quick about
이거
it.
왜 자꾸 나오냐?
I've done nothing wrong. You'd learn more by watching Mr. Holmes. He knows exactly what he's doing. Not like you.
Oi, watch your tongue.
둘이 막 신경전 이빠이네. 피해자 중 권총 쏜 사람? 약을 먼저 쐈나?
A fairly long pole with a forked end. I am unable to see any higher. I need to find something to lift my lamp.
아 이거구나. 이렇게 해야 이게 잡을 수 있는 거구나. 아 씨.
This should be useful.
그렇구만.
This is most definitely a bullet hole. The brick cracks are fresh. Watson, there was a third shot fired in this street.
잠깐만요. 저쪽 아니고. 아. 아, 야가 쏜 거 같은데? 야, 이거 다시 안 되나? 아이씨, 뭐지? 다시 선택 다시 안 됩니까? 어디서? 응? 아, 네, 이거 잘못한 것 같은데.
Constable Marrow, I would value your assistance in this investigation.
It would be my pleasure, Mr. Holmes.
I would like to make sure that there are no places in Half Moon Street where a man could hide while you were running through it with your lamp.
All right, Mr. Holmes, what should I do?
Take your lamp and start walking, just as you did before, and try to find me.
Understood.
응?
I can see you very well, Mr. Holmes.
All right, Constable. Let's try again. I'll find another place to hide.
뭐지?
No, this is not how I walked at the time of the crime. I was more attentive. Let's start over again.
아, 신중하게 움직였다고? 뛰면 안 되네.
Here you are, Mr. Holmes.
All right, Constable. Let's try again. I'll find another place to hide.
야, 잘 안 보인다. 이.
Mr. Holmes, it wasn't difficult to find you at all.
It is obvious now. No one could escape Constable Marrow's lamp while hiding in the street.
서로에게 총구를 겨눈 케니스 보트라 브라이언 베르코트는 죽음을 맞이하고 말았다. 현장에서 한정의 권총이 사라진 상태다. 케니스 버틀러와 브라이언 베르코트는 누군가가 저지른 이중살해의 피해자다. 야, 그럼 다 이씨 뭐냐? 권총이 있어야 되잖아.
It would be my pleasure to assist you with your investigation, Mr. Holmes.
아까 아씨 권총 쏜 사람 야를 해가지고 이쪽으로 볼걸. 그것도 없어. 장대. 나 이쪽도 하고 저쪽도 하고 할 수 있을 줄 알았더니. 정면 등반? 이러면 거기가 맞춰지는데 여기 전당포에
These tools are exactly what I need to climb the wall.
오케이. 조명탄.
This is exactly what we need in order to imitate the flash of the fireworks.
조명탄 불꽃놀이. 재현. 또 둘이
Look here,
싸우나?
lad. You'd better go home and start thinking about what a fine pickle your brother's landed himself in.
경찰관이
But he'll be free tonight, 'cause he's innocent.
Don't be daft, lad. It's a closed case.
막 계속 막 말하네.
Constable Marrow, Watson, I would like to perform another kind of reenactment with your help.
I'm listening, Mr. Holmes.
I want to check if Leighton's testimony can be trusted. If someone could vanish into thin air at a specific moment.
But Holmes, I don't see how.
I am going to be the mysterious gentleman whom Leighton followed. I will stand exactly where he saw him before he was blinded by the flash. Watson, you will be Leighton. When I fire the signal flare, you should start to chase me.
I understand, Holmes.
You, Constable Marrow, just play your part and do exactly as you did. Just, please, wait 5 seconds after the signal flare. I doubt that Polly Powell would have screamed any earlier.
As you say, Mr. Holmes.
Let us begin then. Catch me if you can.
Catch me if you can. 어? 벽 타오르기? 잠깐만요. 이거 오를 수 있나?
The moon illuminates this wall. Anyone trying to climb it would be easily spotted by Constable Marrow.
불빛이 있다. 그럼
This
여긴가요?
wall is cast in shadow. It would be difficult to see anyone scaling it.
어. 뭐지?
I can barely see anything.
이거 가능하냐?
Holmes? Are you there?
이게
I should
진짜
try climbing
이렇게
faster.
올라갈 수 있다고? 넌? 뭐야?
barely see anything.
넌 뭐죠?
Holmes? Are you there? Where is he? My God, a man can't just disappear like that. Holmes? Holmes? Where are you?
I cannot see you, Mr. Holmes. Dr. Watson, it seems that Mr. Holmes has disappeared.
Don't worry, gentlemen, I am up here, above your heads.
How on earth did you get up there, Holmes?
I am using crampons and a climbing axe, although the person we are looking for did not leave any traces of such tools. Constable, is there any way to get to the top of this building?
Yes, Mr. Holmes, I can show you. The door to the building can be found from Whitechapel Street.
Gentlemen, I am on my way down.
그 여긴가?
These shards of glass are from the window above.
맞네. 좀. 어? 아이고 씨. 다시. 발소리 뭐죠?
It's empty.
근데 뭐 있는데요? 이거 뭐 있는데?
A cluster of thick black threads. They're unusually strong. I should examine them under the microscope. Someone broke through the window to get inside the attic, but in his haste he ripped his jacket. We can conclude that the person whom Leighton saw climbed up the wall, broke into the attic window, and escaped through the hatch.
미친. 진짜가. 역시 단서만이 살 길이구만. 약간 억지가 섞여 있는 것 같긴 하지만 일단 저렇게 벽을 타고
Let us take a
올라간다니요.
closer look. It is not a thread, but a hair. I very much doubt that it is human. I need to compare this sample with a human hair and a horse hair. A shaving brush is usually made from horsehair. Watson, could you please pass me your shaving brush?
Here you are.
말?
Watson, look, what's outside the window?
Where? I don't see anything. Ouch! Holmes!
Oh, don't make such a fuss. One little hair.
아닌데요?
The horsehair is thinner than the hair that we found. Human hair is significantly thinner than the black sample. So, this black hair belongs to an animal, and it is larger than a horse. A
곰?
hair from a large and exotic animal.
곰인가요? 왔다. 뭐야, 씨. 검은색 실? 회사? 또 이러네. 아이고, 왜 이러는 거야. 미친. 아까 전에도 이러더니. 정신 차려, 이 자식아! 에픽게임즈야, 정신 차려라. 아까도 꺼지더니만. 하지만 저장은 잘 됐었어. 다시 타기사 유랑극단 그 회사? 뭐야? 뭔가 또 잘못됐나? 요렇게 레이튼 체프맨에게만 목격됐던 남성은 벽면을 타서 범행 현장을 빠져나왔다. 솜씨 좋은 고개 단원인 모양이다. 피해자가 사용했던 두 번째 권총을 소지했을 가능성이 높다. 완전 이거 소설 쓰는 거 아이가? 혹시 위긴스에게 조건에 맞는 유랑단? 위긴스가 여기 있으니까 이거 완전 진짜 소설 쓰는 거 아이가? 뭔가 이상한데. 또 싸워야지.
Mr. Constable, why did you become a constable?
Why? Because I wanted to serve Her Majesty, that's why.
And what about serving the people like us?
What? Your sort are the plague of London. Be quiet now.
말이 심하시네. 옛날에 저랬던 건가? 위긴스, 네 형을 도울 방법이 필요하다.
Mr. Holmes?
We have good news for you, Wiggins. The investigation has proven very interesting so far. We found facts and details that confirm your brother's innocence.
I knew it, Mr. Holmes.
But for now, Wiggins, we need your help.
Anything you like, Gov.
I need you to locate a circus that has stopped over in London. It needs to have disposed of at least one exotic animal, a very large one.
You can count on me, Mr. Holmes.
바로 찾아가 와야 될 텐데. 저렇게 흔들리는데 책을 본다고?
I do hope that those children don't get into trouble, Holmes.
Don't worry, Watson. I predict some news in 7 seconds.
Mr. Holmes, we found it. Here it is.
대단하네. 코끼리?
And this is a young Indian elephant, the highlight of the show. Duval Brothers, a well-known travelling circus that is currently stopped in London. I believe that is exactly the type of circus we are looking for. I'll pay it a visit.
이거 다 없어.
Aye, you! Stop right there.
Good morning, sir. Pardon me, but why am I not allowed to walk around here?
Because it's private.
Well, I only wanted to meet the artistes.
You're wanting to apply for... Nah. You don't look like the type of,
자물쇠
artistic
전문가.
lockpicker that we're looking for.
자물쇠 따기는 제
You might be
특기입니다.
surprised.
What? Nah. I don't think so. Clear off.
이것도 변장하고 와야 돼. 다시 가야 돼. 자, 선원, 농부, 강도. 모자를 그래도 서커스니까 서커스 단어처럼 마술사처럼 가자. 이거 안 된다고? 뭐야? 옷이 안 되는 거였네. 이게 잠겨 있네. 강도 복장. 옷이 안 되는 거였어. 화장대? 이건 이거고. 가봅시다. 다시.
Spectacles are unpopular among thugs. I don't want to arouse suspicion.
진짜요? 이게 무슨 뭐... 이러면 되나?
I highly doubt that a lockpicker would wear an outfit like this.
그럼 뭐 자물쇠 따는 뭐 복장이 없는데. 씨. 평생복으로 되나?
I highly doubt that a lockpicker would wear an outfit like this.
야, 그거 뭐야라는 거야? 우성한 털과 지저분한 옷까지 신분을 숨길 모자를 준비하라고? 무성한 털과 모자? 지저분한 옷까지? 모자? 옷이 없는데? 강도 복장 안 되나?
Spectacles are unpopular among thugs. I don't want to arouse suspicion.
미치겠네. 지저분한 옷? 가한테 얘기를 해야 되나? 아 근데 그거 가는 길이 없는데 없어져 버렸는데. 아 이런 거 미친. 혹시 검은색?
I highly doubt that a lockpicker would wear an outfit like this.
어이구 씨.
Holmes, I won't be able to join you. I promised to visit a patient today.
It's all right, Watson. I think that I can handle this alone.
또 다른 옷이 있나 내가? 왓슨? 옷 좀 빌려줘 왓슨. 지저분한 옷이 없는데. 미친 게임을 봤나? 야 그럼 자물쇠 따기 옷이라고 뭘 주든가. 저 평상복.
I highly doubt that a lockpicker would wear an outfit like this.
검은색 안 되고 갈색.
I highly
갈색도 안 되고 녹색. 녹색 아까 했나?
I highly
회색.
I highly doubt.
파란색.
I hi
수염 때문인가? 지저분하게 이건가?
Spectacles are unpopular among thugs. I don't want to arouse suspicion.
강도 복장은 아니고. 수염을 좀
I highly doubt that a lockpicker would wear an outfit like this.
뭐지? 씨. 모자가 너무 멋있어서 그런가?
I highly doubt.
아니 근데 옷이 없는데 다 안 된다 그러면 왜 안 오?
I highly doubt that a lockpicker would wear an outfit like this.
아이씨. 딴 데 가고 뭐 빌릴 수도 없고 맵이 아니 옷이 없는데 이거 왜 하라는 거야? 아이씨.
Holmes, I won't be able to join you. I promised to visit a patient today.
It's all right, Watson. I think that I can handle this. A map of London and the surrounding area.
뭘까요? 도대체 자물쇠 따기 뭐저 때문인가?
I highly doubt that a lockpicker would wear an outfit like this.
미치겠다 진짜. 옷이 없다고 이 자식아. 이건가 이거? 잠깐 이거 옷이 약간 지저분해 보이는데. 뭐지? 아 이거 다 벗어봐. 아니 전부 다 양복밖에 없어가지고 아니 옷을 어떻게 못 빌리나?
I highly doubt that a lockpicker would wear an outfit like this. My analysis table. It is useful for my work.
콧문색도 안 돼.
I highly doubt that.
갈색.
I highly. I highly doubt that a lockpicker would wear an out. I highly doubt that a lock. I highly doubt. Spectacles are unpopular among thugs. I don't want to arouse suspicion. I would be easily recognized without facial hair.
수염?
I'd better wear a shabby hat.
모자?
I would be easily recognized without facial hair.
아, 수염 때문인가? 수염이 아닌가 이게? 이게 수염은 아닌 걸로 되네. 잠깐 그럼 모자를 이 모자하고
Spectacles are unpopular among thugs. I don't want to arouse suspicion. Spectacles are unpopular among thugs. I don't want to arouse suspicion.
어?
Spectacles are unpopular among thugs. I don't want to arouse suspicion.
아, 자, 안경을 빼. 안경을 빼봐.
I'd better wear a shabby hat.
모자 썼잖아요.
I'd better wear a shabby hat.
잠깐만. 모자가 잘못됐나 본데요?
Spectacles are unpopular among thugs. I don't want to arouse suspicion.
어? 이거 아이가? 됐다. 안경 써서.
Stay where you
그렇구나.
are. What are you doing here,
Wow.
and where is Sherlock Holmes?
Calm down, Watson. Take deep breaths now. It's me.
Thank God, Holmes. I can't get used to your disguises.
대충 하지. 와, 씨,
That
자기들이
means I am ready to go.
자기들이 정한 거 아니면 무조건 안 되게 해놨어. 씨, 미친놈들이. 와. 안경은 또 왜 끼면 안 되는 거예요? 내가 아까 안경
Who are
끼는
you?
건가?
What's your name?
My name is Nigel. I'm here to open the locks.
Talented, eh? Let's see. Go inside the marquee and show yourself to Charles Foley. And I'd highly advise you not to trick him. Got that?
I've got it.
아, 미친, 씨. 미친 게임을 봤나, 와.
So, everything is here just as you asked. And what about the money? Some of the barrels are wet. Transportation issues, it couldn't be helped. Whatever. We'll be here after midnight to pick up the supplies. I want to be paid first. No. You'll be paid after we make the transfer, as I said. Right? I hope that no one saw you. The police are on the lookout. Of course not. I'm a professional. Glad to hear it. Be ready for tonight then.
뭐야. rise up.
From lambs into lions. Those are words of encouragement and defiance. That's a picture of a contemporary gentleman wearing a Robin Hood hat. Interesting. This poster was clearly made to fire up rebellion amongst the people. This printing press is old, but still quite capable of printing hundreds of pages per day. There are enough posters to paste across half of London's walls.
폭동을 일으키려고 그랬다고요? 나 볼 거 있나 없나? 여기 그냥 주변을 둘러봐야 되는 거구나. 어디로 가야 하오? 뭐지? 안에 길이 있나? 응? 뭐야? 찰스 폴리? 찰스 폴리와 안면을 드세요? 야,
Charles Foley is inside the marquee.
천막 안에. 야, 길이 없는데요? 천막. 어지러워. What the fuck? 아, 나부터, 씨. 아.
This wooden barrel is damaged. It is difficult to say what is inside. This wooden barrel is damaged. It is difficult to say what is inside. There is a spot on this barrel that was intentionally painted out. The crest of the Honourable Artillery Company. Could it be gunpowder? I need to be sure.
화약? 맞네.
Judging by the fractions and the scent, I can confirm that it is, in fact, gunpowder. The barrels are roughly clustered. It seems as though they were brought here in a hurry. Powder kegs, a printing press, and a great many blank papers. All of this was stolen by the Merry Men quite recently. And these poster samples. I am quite sure it is not a coincidence. The Merry Men are planning some sort of sabotage.
Stop right there. Who are you?
Are you Charles
Tom.
Foley?
Maybe.
They say that I can open any door.
Do they now? We'll see her lock near the chains on a table over there. Open that.
총 가지고 있구만. 열쇠. 금고. 최근에 입은 부상. 이거 뭐야? 총. 그거부터. 반지다. 고개사. 알겠어. 뭐 자물쇠 딱이야. 제 전문 분야죠. 여긴 것 같은데? 잠깐만. 오케이. 열었습니다.
I need to find out what's behind this Charles Foley.
뭐야? 뭐지? 열었는데?
I need to find out what's behind this Charles Foley.
뭐야? 열었으면 뭐 얘기가 돼야 되는 거 아이가? 뭐지? 응? 자고 얘기를 해야 되나?
Charles Foley is inside the marquee.
I need to find out what's behind this Charles Foley.
찰스 폴리는 미텔렌의 5소장의 일부인 골도품 반지를 끼고 있었다. 게다가 허리춤에는 권총까지 찬상되었다. 하품은 거리에서 모습을 감췄다. 전체의 불명의 인물은 찰스 폴리일 것이다. 된 겁니까?
Ah. Well, they're right. What's your name?
Nigel Shirley, from York.
Ah, Nigel from York. Never heard anything about you. How'd you hear about me?
열쇠? 도둑? Okay.
It's a long story. I met your brother, Vincent the Butcher Foley, in prison. He told me all about his betrayal and all about you. Before I was released, he told me that you might find a job for me one day and pay me some money for my craft.
Well, he died 7 days ago in prison.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's all right. The traitor has paid the blood price for it. And you'll do the job anyway, because I need a talented lockpicker. I know just where to search for his legacy.
It's all about the Hellenistic treasures, isn't it?
Gosh, you fool. Now, listen up. You'll come with us tonight, and you better mind yourself.
Us? Wait, who's coming then?
Billy, Jack and me.
And what will I get for that?
We'll share the loot. The one you seem to know about.
Right.
Wait for us at the abandoned manor house on the corner of Ladbroke Grove and Kensington Park Road at midnight.
Deal.
야, 갑자기 왜 이렇게 이야기가 커졌냐?
Here I am at the manor. Somewhere inside it are the Hellenistic treasures.
갑자기 이야기가 삼천포로
This
빠진
lock is quite old. It shouldn't be much of a challenge.
삼천포로 빠져버렸. 두 개. 오케이. 잠깐만요. 이게 아닌가? 오케이.
I need to find where the safe is hidden and lockpick it.
금고.
This cupboard is an absolute mess.
아, 녹색은 끝났죠. 녹색은 뭐 볼 것도 없고. 금고 1층에 없겠지, 금고가. 뭐야, 이 2층이 왜 이래? 어? 금고 이런 그림 뒤 아닙니까? 그냥 책장에 뭐가 있나 보네. 여기는 녹색인데.
Several books have fallen from the shelves. It seems as though this cupboard can be moved. I'll give it a try.
어허.
So, that's the lock I must open tonight. Let me see.
이게 아닌가 본데. 오케이요.
What a surprise! Another lock. And I won't be able to pick it. I recall that precious key around Foley's neck. It might prove a decent fit. I suppose they hired me to only open the first lock. Let us wait for the thieves, trap them, and find out. Let us check the thieves' possible escape routes in the event that they are caught off guard by the police from the front door.
함정? 프론트도
The thieves won't attempt to escape through the front door if the police are right behind it.
저기가 뒷문이네.
This door is a perfect means of escape in an emergency. The thieves won't attempt to escape through the front door if the police are right behind it. I wonder what this old chandelier is doing on the floor. It looks as though it was poorly attached. I suppose that the thieves already tried to open the lock with this formidable hammer, but they were unsuccessful.
샹들리에
This door leads to a kitchen, which holds the shortest route to the back door. This should be useful.
의자 샹들리에를 뭐 위에 어떻게 하려는 건가?
A solid rope. I wonder what this old chandelier is. I wonder.
보자. 의자 씨 뭐야 의자 들고 다니는 거야 지금? 아 의자로.
The door is now blocked. This should be useful.
밧줄 가져가고.
If anyone takes the hammer, the rope will uncoil and make the chandelier fall. If he runs through the dining room and takes a sledgehammer to force open the door, the chandelier will knock him down.
그렇구만.
The thieves won't attempt to escape through the front door if the police are right behind it.
뭐야 뭘 더 해야 돼?
The door is now blocked. What a surprise! And
이제 뭐 해야 되냐?
The ground floor window is a perfect way to escape the police.
아 여기도 뭘 해야 돼? 아 의자 하나 더.
The door is now blocked.
아이 왜 이래 씨. 쪽문이 있네?
This hatch leads to a cellar.
쪽문. 찬장.
This works very well. No one will escape through this window now.
그럼 됐고.
There is no ladder. If anyone falls here, he will need assistance to get out.
사다리.
The thieves won't attempt to escape through the front door if the police are right behind it.
아 6단으로.
This should be useful.
이걸로 저거 막아 놓는다.
Now, it's not an open hatch, just a nice carpet on the floor. I should walk carefully here, else my plan will be ruined.
그 2층? 2층? 오케이.
Although this window is high above the ground, it would be possible for one of the thieves to attempt to use it for their escape.
이거를
This should be useful.
구슬?
One step on these beads, and our thief will go flying. I should walk carefully here, else my plan will be ruined.
된 거 아닙니까 이제?
Any thief who finds his way upstairs will roll down very quickly. Now, if a thief runs through the kitchen, he'll pay a surprise visit to the cellar. The traps for my circus companions are all prepared. I can leave now, but I'll return later with Charles Foley and his companions.
아 패버리드.
Police! Police!
Stop where you are!
Where are they?
Trapped, Watson, with your assistance.
How so?
You sounded just like a real Bobby, my dear fellow. You startled them into the traps.
I did?
I assure you, Watson, it was quite an entertaining show. They will not escape the house now.
You scum!
And this is the pistol used for the murder in Half Moon Street.
How'd you know about that?
Have you closed the case yet, Sherlock?
Mycroft, what are you doing here? Did you follow me?
Sherlock, it may seem that I used you, but you should be pleased to know that you have served our queen well, in this instance. So now, let us catch the big fish. But this man is not one of the merry men.
No.
Then why exactly are we here, Sherlock?
This gentleman, Charles Foley, has been involved in a double murder, and the hunter of a set of valuable antiques, the Hellenistic treasures, which disappeared in a theft many years ago.
You're no better than the coppers!
맞네.
Holmes, that is incredible. The Hellenistic treasures.
Indeed.
Nothing but trifles. Where are the merry men?
I don't know why you are asking me, Mycroft. They are yours to find.
아까 서커스 거기서 막
I'll
얘기하던
see
놈들.
you soon, dear brother.
모자 쓰고 있었던 놈, 그 놈 같은데.
What a beautiful collection.
Don't move, you flimflammer.
The
반지.
trap with the chandelier worked perfectly. Charles Foley has been knocked down.
반지는 버려진 노팅힐 저택에서 발견한 비밀 공고에서 1885년 도난당했던 그리스 시대의 보물들 중 일부가 발견되었다. 폴리의 복수국? 찰스 폴리는 그리스 시대 보물들 훔치려다가 하프문 거리 살인요와 사건의 용의자가 되었다. 레이튼 체프먼은 해당 사건의 목격자다. 악독한 범죄자.
Charles Foley, you committed the crime of premeditated murder and of theft. You will be severely punished for your deeds.
You are pitiful, you Scotland Yard dog.
Save your words for the gallows. I'm sure the journalists will love them. I shall leave now, Watson. Gentlemen, please take our friends here into custody.
Where are you going?
I have unfinished business. I'll see you at Baker Street.
파티인가요? 아, 맞다. 이거 화약하고.
Be careful with the lamps. Don't bring them too close to the barrels.
Good
불안당.
evening, gentlemen.
불안당.
Who's there?
That is of no importance. What matters is who you are and the plans that you have here.
So you can stop us from carrying them out?
Eventually, yes.
Hey, careful. You'll blow us all up.
I'm listening.
We are a group known as the Merry Men. But I suppose you knew that already. We are the men who've already lost everything of value in their lives. We are ruined shopkeepers. We are workers who were fired from their jobs. Honest people who were robbed. We were forced out from our homes and thrown onto the street. And all of this in the name of the so-called law. The laws that were set out by our government. The laws that make the commoners only more vulnerable and the wealthy more protected. We are not only from the British Empire. Some of us are from the New Lands, America, Australia, and we are many. But men we are still, and we are merry for that we stopped being afraid. For those powers that be had done their best to plant the fear inside our souls, and we accepted it so easily. The fear advised us to keep our heads bowed. It prevented us from fighting. Bankers and politicians, they own our lives, our work, our bread, and they push us to compete between each other, just to see who may serve them better. But in the end, they are the few, so they are weak. They are nothing without their titles. We should not fear them. Our so-called masters should fear us instead. The time has come for our group to stand tall. Our great and many merry men. We are going to blow up the London Stock Exchange. No life shall be lost. But ownerships, debts, and property titles? They shall all be destroyed. They're only papers, after all. So many people will be freed over this night.
That is a radical step to take. What result do you truly expect?
Chaos. But soon people will understand that they are free, and that they don't belong to anyone. They will be able to work for themselves, together, without letting the rulers dictate what to do, and finally justice will arise.
터트리고 그
What you are
다음은
intending to do is a
그 다음은
crime.
어떡할
It is
거야?
not justice.
How do you see justice then? kids go to prison for a loaf of dry bread? And how many lords do you see punished for stealing from their people, sending them to their deaths in mines or overseas to fight for land? Our masters wouldn't hear us. So now it's time to sing the song of the merry men. Will you let us do our duty?
와, 의외되냐? 그래, 씨, 멋대로 해봐라.
When the law serves only the few, it can no longer be trusted. Every man is equal, and he has a right to choose his own way. I shall not stop you.
모르겠다. 참이나 자야지.
So, you're interested in Russian literature now?
Quite, lately.
It is an interesting book. I remember a few lines.
Really? I tried reading it myself, but I had a hard time understanding it.
Yes, Doctor. It's about intelligence. Sherlock, I vaguely recall one of the lines. Sometimes it takes something more than intelligence to act intelligently. There were also a few words along the lines of pain and suffering are always inevitable for a large intelligence and a deep heart. Tell me, Doctor, does my brother show any signs of pain or suffering?
Not that I know of.
Because you see, Doctor, behind all of his masquerade, my brother does possess a deep heart. So deep that he does not recall where he places his love.
Well, I'm sure that...
His love and his duty that, in the first place, should be directed towards the Empire. For without it, we would be nothing. A country filled with uncivilized men. I should leave now. Sherlock, Dr. Watson.
Holmes, what just happened? What was that?
The start of a new world. Anything in the post, Watson? Any clients worthy of our attention?
Only a second reminder from Mrs. Hudson about our new neighbour. She urges you to remove your...
Oh, I don't care about that.
Holmes, the lady who will be moving in shortly has requested the use of our spare room to place all of her boxes.
Wait, what? A lady?
맞네, 제대로 했구만. 찰스 폴리는 그의 형에게 복수할 사악한 계획을 세웠고 또 실행했다. 그 계획은 2명의 목숨을 앗아갔고 죄 없는 사람을 죽였으니 남은 여생을 감옥에서 보내야 한다. 사실 그의 패거리들은 런던에서 혁명을 계획했던 불안당에게 고용되었다. 또한 그는 영국 박물관에 보관된 고대 유물들을 훔치려는 계획을 수립했다. 그는 마땅히 고소행에 처해야 한다. 아, 나 급진주의자는 아닌데. 아, 엔딩을 봤구만요. 아, 예. 생각보다 힘드네. 엉뚱한 것 때문에 시간 엄청 걸리고. 아무튼 그래도 재밌었습니다. 와, 방송 오래 했구만. 아! 뭐죠? 왓슨?